give them a little smoke. Because it's fall. I wear these gloves. You can see it's not for really sting protection, it's just so I don't have to deal with soap and stuff and get my house all sticky. We're just going in here because it's full. They built out again, and so we got to move this out even more. So I'm going to show you some frames here as we pry them apart. Here's the end frame. Hopefully you can see that. Capped honey, nothing. Right next to that one is my flow frame. You can see they're working on that. And that's getting goldenrod in it, you can tell that. Slide that one up a little bit. This one's stuck together. They're filling that flow frame with with goldenrod, which is what I expected them to do. They got the frame stuck together down there on this one. I think that's loose. And this one is capped honey on both sides. That's about probably 10 pounds worth of honey right there. You see I keep them together here so these bees don't know that they're being inspected down here again. I'm looking for where I put that banana last time. I don't see any banana. What I'm going to do is move the smoker over here upwind, and so you'll see the smoke drifting down through the hive, or across the hive there, to just keep it kind of a gentle bit of smoke going here. I'll show you this one. That's what the brood pattern looks like. So this is the start of the brood chamber right here. I'm hoping you can see that, because on this side it's still honey. For those of you wondering if that banana worked, what do you think? That's underneath where the banana was. Same thing on this side, just full. Now it's worth saying I'm taking my time here and showing you guys everything. Usually I don't take the frames out, I just slide them like this and look. And so I'm agitating the bees a lot less. They're just kind of, you know, walking around a little bit. And that's what I'm doing now, is I'm looking. And I'll show you this one real quickly, because this is the entrance frame. Oops. See that little slide there? That's what I still have to fix. Alright. There's my entrance frame. And so these last couple here, right where the entrance is, can use some more brood. So I'm just going to put a little mark here into the foam, and that's where I'm going to put the banana this time. They've just not been cooperating here. I'm going to take that whole piece. And hopefully you can see that. We're going to have to take that whole piece off of there. Sorry guys. And you can see the problem here. See how it goes out? So I'm going to kind of squish that back in and hope it straightens itself out here. But first I got to get the bees off of it. That's that sliding. I got to fix that. I thought I had it so that it wouldn't do that, but I'm going to have to do something else. It's the worst sliding I've had. Right there, you saw it. So and here I'm not going to jostle them around too much because they're building this comb. This is new. This is all new comb that they're building. And this brand new comb. This is my last frame before the door here, so I got to add a couple more frames and give them room. They're filling that out. Okay, so how do you add a frame? This is a frame holder. You go like that. You put it right in. Oops, the other way though. And then you just drop a frame in there. Like so. The same thing, another frame holder. Flip it up like that. Drop it in. Oops. Drop it in the right way. I'm 0 for 2. And then put a frame in. And then each of these get a top. These are the tops. Once in a while, they'll do this, where they need to be, you can squish them, but I just smoke them a little bit and they go back down, and then you can bring them together without worrying about squishing bees. Usually you don't have to worry about that because like you've been keeping them together. Alright, now these two are where I said we're going to put the banana. So I'm going to keep putting them together here. We're going to add one more frame right here. We're adding one more frame right here. So here we go, frame holder. See that? Boom, they go right together really easy. Drop it in. And then we're doing this. This is a top bar. It's the width of a Warray top bar. Put that right on here, no frame. this. Okay, and that's what it looks like. And when they stick to the side, we don't care. Right? We want them to glue everything together, it's fine. This is our top bar. So why did I do that? Well, I did that and I put it in backwards. Alright. So, right here in this hive, we have a top bar that they're going to start building on. And all I'm doing is evenly spacing that between each side. Let me show you that. See that? That's just evenly spaced. So in a Wari hive, you have to have a space, and they measure that out, and there's different ways to get that space in there. Here we're just eyeballing it because you have an even amount on each side. Then I'm going to put this cover on. So that's our top bar. Then we have a laying straw full of honey. And then right next to that is our flow frame, and I'm not going to take that out because that's a bigger one and it tends to be hard to get back in there. So that's top bar, laying straw, flow frame in the same hive, which is pretty cool. And then here's our insulator frame. For those of you that haven't seen that, that's just wire mesh and then window mesh and sawdust in there. And then this goes on the end, and that's really just, it keeps the rain from getting at the hive, or at the sawdust. And then, once you get it all together, make sure it's tight. There we go. Last thing we're gonna do. Now this is from Katharina, I don't remember her last name, but she did a study on bananas. And so you cut them like this. And the smell of the banana will make the bees pretty active, but it doesn't increase their stinging or bumping. So what I'm going to do, this is the one I marked. This is where we had the open comb in the brood chamber. So what I'm going to do is pull these two covers off. And the bees are in there. I'm going to place these bananas in there. And hopefully you can hear the level of buzzing hasn't changed at all. But I'm going to take the hive tool here and squish them down just a little bit, and they're going to go crazy. Hopefully you can hear that. All of a sudden they're really aware that something's going on. Even though I've just got those two open, it's really kind of interesting. And by the way, this ability to pull off one at a time, if you're doing an OA drizzle or something like that, I'll grab this one. If you're doing an OA drizzle, you can easily just pull these off, drizzle in there and put them back without cracking open the hive or changing the temperature. So that's one of the reasons they did that. Okay, and that's it. You can see how active the bees are. I just pulled the whole hive apart. You've seen the amount of smoke. And now put the cover back on. And that's it. And our hive is getting pretty close to the end. That's the way it's supposed to work. So things are working just like we planned. All right. Hopefully this video turns out. Bye everybody.